feel like that boosts officers to pull people over just to try to meet that quota, and they shouldn't do that.
Nashville's News 2 has uncovered proof that Metro Police officers on patrol were looking to rack up points by pulling you over. Now, Tennessee outlawed the use of quotas for traffic citations back in 2010.
But a Metro officer gave News 2 a document showing a point system for officers. And News 2's Joseph Pleasant has been investigating, and he joins us live at police headquarters downtown.
The officer gave us this form and told us that at the end of his shift, his supervisors looked to see how many points he had, and if he didn't have enough points, he could be in trouble. Imagine as you drive, a numerical value is floating above your car. Maybe it's 1 point, maybe you're worth 3 points to an officer on patrol. According to this document obtained by Nashville's News 2 from a North Precinct officer in 2011, that's what officers on patrol were looking for. Officers' actions are worth points. For example, an arrest is worth 1 point, and a misdemeanor citation is worth 3/4 of a point. Then points are deducted from time available when the officer spends time on alternate assignments, in court, or taking an incident report. The two sections are then calculated. A final proactive work ratio is determined.
I'm obviously not pleased with the tickets that I've gotten.
We took the form down to the AA Birch building where we showed it to drivers there to pay tickets.
I feel like they're camping out a lot of places, and it's just motivated by the points, which is not right.
It does kind of make me feel a little bit bad because knowing that there is a quota makes me feel like they're looking out for us.
I have not seen a form like this.
We also showed it to the Fraternal Order of Police. Officers have complained about similar tracking methods within the department and the threat of being moved to undesirable shifts, losing the benefit of take-home vehicles, and having unpaid days off.
Periodically, every once in a while, we have officers that may feel a certain amount of focus is being put on them in their productivity.
Would you think this is a good way of doing that, having an actual tally sheet that has points assigned and at the bottom explains how the ratio works?
There's a benefit to being clear to the officers at the front end.
Remember, this form is from 2011, but the Fraternal Order of Police have told us they've received complaints since then from officers worried about other tracking systems within the department. We brought this form to Metro Police to get their reaction and to get answers. We'll have that story for you tomorrow night on Nashville's News 2 at 10. We're live at Metro Police Headquarters. Joseph Pleasant, Nashville's News 2.
Thank you, Joseph. It is important to note quota systems that focus on traffic citations are illegal in Tennessee. The point system outlined on the sheet does not include actual traffic tickets, just traffic stops.
You see, like, just random people getting pulled over, thinking that you're going to be the next one.
Nashville's News 2 uncovers proof that Metro Police officers on patrol were looking to rack up points by pulling you over. Nashville's News 2 obtained a point sheet from a North Precinct officer.
So we took the sheet to Metro Police to get some answers. News 2's Joseph Pleasant has been investigating, and he joins us live tonight from Metro Police headquarters.
All right, Metro Police officials tell us that point sheet is not a part of a quota system for patrol officers. In fact, they deny ever seeing this sheet before. But the North Precinct officer who gave it to News 2 said that point sheet came from his supervisor with a message to get enough points, or else.
That dismisses that violation.
At the AA Birch building, we found drivers paying tickets.
I was pulled over, and he told me that I was speeding. And then right after that, as soon as I left, there was somebody else who got pulled over approaching a stop sign.
I mean, I'm obviously not pleased with the tickets that I've gotten.
Drivers were even madder when we showed them this. It's a point sheet from North Precinct in 2011. On it, officers track arrests, traffic stops, and other duties. Each one has a point value.
I feel like they're camping out a lot of places, and it's just motivated by the points, which is not right.
In 2011, North Precinct's commander was Anthony Carter. He's now TSU's assistant police chief. He declined our requests for an interview about the point sheet.
We know that there are tracking mechanisms the different commands use to monitor officer productivity.
We showed the point sheet to the Fraternal Order of Police. Sergeant Robert Weaver told me officers have complained about similar tracking systems throughout the department.
Periodically, every once in a while, we have officers that may feel a certain amount of focus is being put on them in their productivity.
And according to Weaver, if they don't produce enough points, they can be moved to less desirable shifts, lose their take-home car privileges, and have unpaid days off from work. Metro Police's top-ranking officers did not want to talk on camera, but told us tracking officer productivity is crucial. And they say the stats show officers are not focused on writing tickets. In 2012, for example, out of 442,000 traffic stops, only 15% resulted in a citation. Metro Police Chief Steve Anderson has said the emphasis for officers is on vehicle stops, not writing citations. Of course, that may not make you feel better if you are here to pay a ticket.
And once again, we should mention that in 2011, the current North Precinct Commander Terrence Graves was not in charge. We talked to him by phone, and he assured us that there is no point system in North Precinct and that he doesn't allow quotas. We're live tonight at Metro Police Headquarters. Joseph Pleasant, Nashville's News 2.
Thank you, Joseph. So far this year, Metro Police have made 130,000 stops, and around 15% resulted in citations.